You were born today. Congratulations. You have no mouth. Literally, no mouth. You can't eat. You will never taste pizza, or mangoes, or even cheap gas station snacks. Your digestive system doesn't exist. You're not meant to live long enough to use it. Your entire life is one giant countdown. The shortest-lived adult insect on Earth. Some of you live just 5 minutes. Others, maybe 24 hours. But don't get too hopeful, because your entire life is about finding a mate, not love, just reproduction. You literally rise from the water, just to have insect speed dating, and die. Your wings are beautiful though. Too bad you barely know how to use them. You flap, you fall, you get back up, you crash into leaves, or windshield glass, or a spider web. If you're lucky, you land on a branch, surrounded by other mates, all trying to mate at the same time. It's awkward, and crowded, and smells weird. You find a partner. Success. But now, you immediately start dying. Your wings stiffen. Your energy fades. You fall off the branch, you drift through the air and land in the water, or a bird's mouth, or some 10-year-old science experiment. You lived fast. You didn't even have a name, and no one will remember you, except maybe that fish you nourished, or the frog that burped you out. You were important, just not in a way anyone notices. Your species, it's millions of years old, and still evolving, but you're already history. In fact, by the time this sentence ends, you might be gone. You're a Mayfly. You don't even get to say goodbye. No farewell, no final selfie, just gone like smoke, like mist, like you were never here. But somehow, the world needed you. Your death feeds others. Your life supports the ecosystem, and your sacrifice is eternal. Even if no one notices, even if you only existed for a blink, you mattered. Even if no one ever said it, even if we didn't see it happen, you were here, and that's enough. You're born underwater. Not as a mayfly, as a weird alien baby. It's called a naiad, basically a water bug. You live in ponds and rivers, with mud, dead leaves, and mosquito larvae. Glamorous, right? You live here for months, sometimes even years, waiting, growing, molting, shedding your exoskeleton. Again and again and again, you grow gills on your belly, and weird leg tufts. You look like an evolution mistake. You eat algae and rooting stuff, and whatever sinks near your face. One day, something changes. Your instincts say, go up, up toward the surface, toward the air, toward sunlight. You wriggle upward, crawling out of the water, onto a leaf, or a stick, or the back of a turtle, and then, boom, you crack open. Literally, your skin splits down the middle, and your adult form crawls out. It's your final molt, the glow-up. You now have wings and long-tail filaments, but you're not ready yet. You're in a weird in-between stage, called a supermago. No other insect has this phase. It's like puberty. With wings, you rest, you dry off, you don't eat. Again, no matter. You fly a little. You molt one last time. Then you become an adult, fully mature. Now your time starts ticking. You're racing death. You flap your wings. You head toward the swarm, a cloud of mayflies, thousands of them, flying together, dancing, mating midair. It's beautiful, it's chaotic. It's the bug version of a party and a funeral at once. Females fly upward. Males chase them. Mating, just seconds long. Then it's over. She carries eggs inside her. Hundreds of them. No time to celebrate. She flies back toward the water fast. Time is running out. She dips her body on the water's surface, releases the eggs. In neat little trails they sink to the muddy bottom, and there they wait. She's finished. Her wings stop moving. She drops to the surface and dies. The surface of the water is full of dead mayflies, thousands, floating like little leaf ghosts. Some get eaten by trout, some stick to boat paddles, some just disappear. But their eggs, already sinking, already beginning a new cycle. One egg becomes two, then hundreds. They scatter across the bottom, safe under rocks, waiting for spring. Meanwhile, humans see the swarm and freak out. Entire bridges turn brown. Windshields go opaque. It looks like an insect apocalypse. Towns sweep them with snowplows. They crunch under your shoes, like nature's confetti. People post photos online. Ooh, what are these bugs? And no one thanks them for cleaning the water, or feeding the fish, or keeping the ecosystem balanced. They just get judged for being weird, for being gross, for showing up uninvited. Some species only live for 5 minutes. Literally born fly mates die all within a single commercial break. And yet, they survive climate change, pollution, construction, and even evolution. Mayflies existed before dinosaurs. They've outlived empires, and still come back, year after year, quietly just to repeat the cycle, while we scroll past them or squash them, or complain about the smell. But they don't stop. They can't. That's not how they're built. Their job is simple. Be born, fly, reproduce, die. They don't get fame, or credit, or even sympathy. But without them, freshwater ecosystems collapse. Entire food chains fall apart. Fish starve, frogs disappear, birds lose meals, humans lose balance, all because one tiny insect vanished. That's how important mayflies are. Even if you've never noticed, even if they only live for a day, or an hour, or a few moments, they give everything for a future they'll never see. That's what it means to be a mayfly. Dying in no praise, no awards, just purpose, pure, painful purpose. That ends with a splash and silence. Imagine throwing a birthday party on the day you're born, and also the day you die. That's what a mayfly's life feels like. No time for mistakes, no time to learn. Just instinct, just urgency, just chaos. You emerge with wings. The wind smacks your face. You've never flown before, but you must. Right now, because there are only hours left. You race to join the swarm. All the other mayflies are already there, dancing over water, flickering in the sunlight, beautiful, pointless, meaningful, all at once. You don't get to choose who you love. You just hope to collide midair and mate in a heartbeat. If you fail, there are no second chances. No next time. You only get one. If you're a male, you die soon after. If you're a female, you must carry eggs. While dodging birds, while fighting gravity, while losing energy, some mayflies die in midair. Some hit windows, some get stuck in spiderwebs, some drown before they lay eggs. It's brutal. But that's nature. There's no backup plan. There's only a... So you keep flapping, you scan the water below. The sunlight sparkles. You hope it's calm enough. You descend, skimming the surface, laying eggs while flying, sometimes crashing, sometimes splashing. The water takes your breath. But you keep going. You don't need rest. You need results. You lay the last of your eggs. Then your wings grow still. Your vision dims. And your story ends. Just like that. You're forgotten by sunset, eaten by nightfall, gone by morning. But your eggs, your tiny capsules of life, sink with purpose. They'll hatch. They'll become new naiads. That will repeat this wild, frantic ballet next year, next season, at the same pond, or river, or lake, like a ghost returning, like a heartbeat pulsing. But you won't see it. You gave your chance away. For them, that's your legacy. That's your only story. Not of glory, but of survival. Not of pleasure, but of necessity. That's what it means to be a spark that vanishes before it warms anything. So why does it suck to be a mayfly? Is it the short life, the lack of a mouth, the fact you die before breakfast? Or is it something else? The loneliness, the futility, the way no one notices, the way no one thanks you. Maybe it doesn't suck at all. Maybe it's beautiful to live fully, with urgency, without fear, without regret. You don't waste time. You don't procrastinate. You don't hold grudges. You don't fear aging, because you never do. Every second matters. Every wing beat counts. You only have now, not yesterday, not tomorrow. Just this flight, this wind, this chance. What if humans lived like me? What would we do today? Who would we love? What would we say? Would we forgive faster? Would we dance more? Would we dream louder? Or would we still complain about the timing, about the rush, about how unfair it feels? But life isn't fair. Life is fleeting. Even for humans. Even with years. We blink, and decades pass. Mayflies blink and vanish. But they still fly, they still show up, they still try. They never ask, what's the point? They just become the point. A mayfly's life is a poem, short, intense, honest. No time for lies, no time for fear. Only time to live and give. So maybe, just maybe, being a mayfly isn't tragic. It's profound. You live, you love, you give life, then you let go. And the world continues a little better because of you, a little fuller, a little more alive. That's legacy. Not in years, but in impact. So the next time you see a swarm, don't swat them, don't ignore them. Don't fear them, watch them, learn from them. Feel small, but not insignificant. Feel humbled, feel grateful, because life is brief and beautiful. Even if you're a mayfly, especially if you're a mayfly, that's not why it sucks, that's why it matters. The end, or the beginning,